welcome to the Podness with Face, Pat, and Tiz.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Podness, a show with three friends separated by distance, connected by brotherhood, having weekly conversations that you can join in on. As always, I am 1/3 of the Partners. It's your boy Tiz, and I'm along with
the other third of the Partners, the Padawan here, along with the dramatic pause.
Hey, I'm on my Fonzie shit this week. You know, it's Face in a Place. What's happening?
I'm just imagining him coming in with on them brown leather jackets with a motorcycle, parking that shit in the middle of the diner.
Hey, kicking the jukebox and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Flipping my collar up. Hey,
big facts. And I can see you with the collar. That actually matches your general vibe.
Get over here. Hey, Cunningham, get over here.
Did you say, hey, Cunningham?
Yeah.
Richie. Now I got you. I was like, who is Cunningham? That just sound like some backwood mechanic. Yeah, man, Cunningham coming over here. Alternator for me. Yeah, man, give him $50 in a 6-pack. He'll go ahead, drive a new one for me.
That's the mechanic that the girl drove off on our live.
Cunningham.
Yeah, she drove off on Cunningham.
She cut there at the damn street, just looking simple.
She cut ham in half. That's what she did.
All of ham.
Yeah.
And after this podcast, I'm gonna eat a ham sandwich. But yeah, man. Hope the ham sandwich don't give me a disease. And speaking of disease, let's get right off into group topic number 1, man. We talking about King's Disease 2. A lot of talk about it in the media. Lot of thoughts and opinions out there. A lot of people giving it sounding off. Some people calling it a classic. Some people saying it's one of the albums of the year. Some people saying it's whatever. But we're gonna give our takes on it tonight. And we're gonna talk about it. So I don't know how y'all want to break this down. I mean, y'all want to go like track for track, overall thoughts. How y'all want to attack this? But yeah, man.
I can give my overall
King's
thought
Disease
real
2.
quick. I can give my overall thought really quick.
Here we go.
And what the album is. Nas sucks. So it's a consistent thing. I tried listening to this a little bit, but I couldn't get through the whole thing because once again, it's a Nas album. The beats, it's still Nas beats. So I couldn't really get past that. His cadence is still the same Nas cadence from every other album. So I really couldn't get down with that. Good features. Cool. But it's still a Nas album. So to me, no. Just a no. As they say nowadays, nope.
That's a movie.
But that's just my opinion.
I feel like I know where you're gonna go with this already, Pat. So you go ahead first.
All right. I gotta already do like this wasn't gonna be for Face.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Just knowing Face, I just know it's not for Face or whatever. But I liked it overall. I'm into like New York hip hop or whatever, just in general or whatever. But I feel like Hit Boy actually worked with Nas and he actually got his vibe. It wasn't like forced or whatever.
Okay.
Or whatever. I feel like they like a good fit for the type of music, you know what I'm saying? For Nas's cup of tea or whatever, they mesh well. Mesh well kind of more than like Kanye West album, pretty much.
Gotcha.
And I kind of enjoyed this. Now imagine King's Disease, the first one, that got a Grammy or whatever, but I like this one more than I like the first one. Pretty much.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like it's Nas just rapping over beats. It actually seems like Nas rapping over production or whatever. A lot of times it just seems like Nas, he'll get beats. He'll just get beats. And if he like the beat, he's just gonna rap over it or whatever. More so than like, all right, I'm gonna get it seemed like in his later years or whatever, it seems like he's real more he's real picky on the production more than he used to be or whatever. Like I feel like at first or whatever, he had no choice because he was working with other people. He was just getting up in the game or whatever. So a lot of times his production was going to be A1 anyway. And then in the middle of the career, he was just, you know what I'm saying, he already solidified. So he just did any old thing or whatever. And then now it's like back in the game, I feel like Hit Boy is a good fit for him. I like, or whatever. But the songs that I liked most was like the first song, Pressure, Rare, and Store Run or whatever, because they just sound like the hip hop. Store Run especially sound like an old RZA beat and or whatever. I just like those beats or whatever. It just sounds like anybody could just jump on it and flow and you could just run with it or whatever.
Gotcha.
So,
well, I'll say Brunch on Sundays and Death Row East were cool. It's funny y'all kept talking about the beats. I even heard you say it sounded like an old RZA beat. I think that was the problem for me. Most of the tracks had very dry beats, and by like the 8th track, I felt like I was going into like by the time I got to Rare, I felt like I had listened to the same song a few songs in. Like it had that. It's what I was talking about with the Migos. I don't know. It's something about the beat selection that's like very same. It's like it's no variance. So when the cadence and the general pattern of the beat sounds similar, it's just maybe a different way they use the instrumentation, but it's almost the same instruments. Even like it's very. He got in a pocket, but that pocket he stayed in that one area too. If he had a sprinkled in maybe a song of a different vibe here and a song of a different vibe there, okay, maybe. But it's not. Them beats was dry as hell.
It's not.
I ain't gonna never front on the main talent as far as the lyricist. Like he's Nas. He's a top-notch lyricist. Like that is what it is. But it's really his everything else. What I would liken him to is like if you have a battle rapper, right? They have the best, like their writing is amazing, but nothing else. They don't have like that next thing. That's what Nas is to me. His voice is very like monotone when he raps. So there's not a lot of like crescendo or feeling that rises up. It's just very like you stay in one place with it. Emotionally even. Like it's a very here. And for me, musically, I think it's more of a preference thing where like those type of beats and that type of thing over a whole album for me, I start to lose interest in what's being said because there's nothing else keeping me there. Like after a while, I'm starting to wash dishes. I'm over there helping with homework, signing progress reports and stuff. Like I ain't even you feel me? Like the songs I'm listening to them, but I'm not hearing them no more because by the 10th song, I am checking out because of the beats. It's really the beats. Like he could have had somebody else production. I'll give you an example. My favorite Nas album, which is not most Nas like enthusiast favorite Nas album, is what was the one with Timbaland? Is it I Am?
Nostradamus.
The one with You Won't See Me Tonight.
You do not see
me. No, that's I Am or something. Get your.
That's not.
Because I'm gonna get Nostradamus had the 10.
You can't see me tonight. That is I Am.
Yeah, I know the Nas. Like I know the music. Like,
with the
that's why I ain't gonna front on him as an artist.
The Pharaoh.
Yeah, and Timbaland had the John with him and Aaliyah. Yes, that album had amazing beats. And you can say what you want about people who like, but a lot of people who are like super Nas heads, they look to a lot of other albums before that one. They often cite that one as like him going commercial too much. But for me, his content was still there. It was just the beats was so much more riveting. Like I stayed like that album. I could play that album from front to back and I won't have no skips. Like I love that album. This, I will never listen to that album again.
I can't listen to a whole Nas album all the way through. I've never done. I have listened to multiple Nas songs. Don't get it twisted by my opinion on his albums. All his albums suck as a collection, but he has individual good songs on each album. Because I'm like, I have songs that's in my list of favorites. That's an actual Nas song, even though I don't like him as a album maker. Once again, hear the clear clarity of what I'm saying. I don't like his albums. You feel me? As a project, that piece of work he puts out as a whole, it's never there for me. You feel me? Like, it's never boom, you got it. It's like because to have an album, it's so many different parts of it that have to all mesh and click together. Like you said, we all said something about beats. It's like I'm not a big beat person. That's not all I listen for. But if your beats aren't riveting enough to make me sit there and pay attention to your words, I have no need. Like, it's not entertaining.
That's real.
The album and to put the money out there for a collection of work, you feel me? Because you go by the collection of work right there. That's all the albums you said there for. That's all the music you said there for that album. I have to be that involved with the artists who say, okay, I'm gonna go purchase your album. You feel me? I'm gonna give my money to this album. I don't do that. You feel me? Like, I don't do that much unless I feel that person has put out a piece of work that I can appreciate.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I don't even feel like there's a lot of classic albums out there. Like, I purchased very few whole albums just because I don't the connection of music altogether. I don't mess with it. So like, Reasonable Doubt, I got that because I like that collection of music. Illmatic, I didn't get that because me personally, I didn't like that whole collection of music. You feel me? Like, but once again, Nas is a good lyricist. He is a good rapper. He has good talent. But the albums just don't hit it for me.
I can respect it.
I could,
oh, go ahead. Okay.
I was gonna say the things that I didn't like about the album or whatever.
Okay.
That's what. All right. Lauryn Hill is great. I love Lauryn Hill. I respect Lauryn Hill and I respect everything that she's done.
I went to her concert about 3 years ago. It was amazing.
Was she there?
Oh yeah, and rocking, and rocking. Now she was late,
That's a low.
but when she got there, it was on the jump.
All right.
What she did?
Valid question. Actually, valid question. I can't even get mad.
If I were to give a non-biased opinion off of it or whatever, and if I'm not Padawan that has been listening to Nas forever, he always Padawan that likes chill vibes and boring ass rap songs. If I'm not him, right, and I listen to it, Lauryn Hill verse sounds like every person that's in a open mic night or one of those like etymology at ODU all the time or whatever. She got that same spoken word flow up there that like it sounded like she just started rapping. Like that is the flow you have when you just start rapping or whatever. And when you rapping things that end with TION and ology and philosophy and stuff like that or whatever.
No, because Obama.
This is for the critics talking about
philosophies. And
so you can't diss that. It's like you can't that verse or whatever, the way he actually spit it or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
No one can spit a ology, philosophy, falafel rhyme like expected.
Falafel.
But if you like, but yeah, man, it's just her voice, her verse. Like, no, I like the fact that they're back together again. It gave me that nostalgic feel or whatever. But that flow, it just sounds like any old spoken word person that just decided, hey, this is the day I'm going to the open mic and I'm going to say something on stage for the first time. That's the feel I got from it. All right. The other thing I ain't like, or whatever. EPMD2, or whatever. Like I like PMD's flow or whatever, but it didn't sound like they were there together. It sounded like they patched that together in different, studios and put it together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a vibe.
And then Eminem just need to know sometimes we don't need everything on the menu. Sometimes, I just might need a light snack. You know what I'm saying?
He did too much, bro.
Yeah, this is too much, man. It's like, all right. His gimmick nowadays is doing too much, and it's pulling away from what we see his skill as. It's like, we know you rapidy rap or whatever, but when you do it too much or whatever, now every time you do it, it sounds like a gimmick. Every time you switch the beat up so you can rapidy rap on it or whatever, it sounds like a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? So
no, that's real.
And I know other artists might be like, all right, I'm calling Eminem so he can do that or whatever. But hey, other artists, the shit's getting old.
Hey, other
you know what I'm
artists.
saying? The shit is getting old or whatever. Like a lot of these songs, I feel like, I just feel like some of them, it's like they won't necessary or whatever.
I feel like this album won't necessary
or whatever, but but at the same time, it's coming at, I feel like if he dropped the album at a good time. The way last week was or whatever, it was extra, like it was like hip hop week for the summer or whatever.
That makes sense.
I feel like if he was going to drop it, that would have been the perfect time to drop it. It was like so much going on or whatever. So, and
the energy behind New York was kind of heavy.
Yeah, so that was like the perfect time to do it or whatever.
That's right.
And old hip hop rappers. All right, I love Charlie Wilson. I don't love Charlie Wilson on every song. Like, all right,
they love Uncle Charlie, man.
I love Uncle Charlie is great. You know what I'm saying? But you do it like just like with Eminem, you wearing it out, like you wearing the gimmick. It was cool the first couple of times Snoop was doing it or whatever, but now.
Come get some of these other old motherfuckers. They need some money too, man. The Temptations out there, they need some damn money.
Yeah,
man.
I know Charlie Wilson, white wife, really need to buy all the stuff that she wants to buy and everything, but some of these old singers, they still got their voices or whatever. I know they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of wearing out.
Get Johnny Gill.
Get some of these old. Don't get that nigga. Don't get him. Don't get Bobby Brown ass either.
What Johnny do?
Shit, it's just Johnny.
Well, damn.
He ain't old niggas. Shit, old niggas need money. These old niggas.
My.
Yes, old love. After all. I like Death Row East. But I can't listen to it because I don't like. I can't listen to it at the end because it gives me the feels at the end. It's like right now, like I can't listen to Mac Miller right now. I can't listen to DMX right now because I'm gonna feel some type of way or whatever. It's weird though, but I can still listen to Sean Price like crazy, but I can't listen to those or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'll just end by saying, basically for Nas, I think the album I won't say it's bad. What I'll say for me is it won't my cup of tea. But I do get why like people who like Nas will like him. He did exactly what he does. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? So people will like it, especially if you like boom bap rap or like the early 90s style of rap. Mm-hmm. It's very much in that lane and like that nostalgic feeling. So I get it. I won't say it's a great or classic album. No, I say it's a good album for those who like that style. It's a preference thing. But album of the year, I can't go that far. So
I wouldn't say album of the year, but it's if you like Nas, you gonna like it.
Yeah, that's it. If you're a Nas fan, you're gonna like it. Mm-hmm. If you're not a Nas fan, you're not gonna like it.
Pick what you want.
Go.
Yeah. Positive Black news for the week though. Got that. Everybody should like that. Here we go. So we got a founder of a Black family-owned nonprofit to give away $50,000 twice a month for 100 years. Yamke Muhammad wants to see more Black entrepreneurs become successful, so he formed the B Network Group. The company is family-owned and yearns to help Black people put their products in the marketplace and make a way to provide for their families. The B Network Group started the company with the core values of contributing to the community and building trust through transparency. Niamke knew that $50,000 alone would not get a product into a major grocery store overnight, but he realized it would be the start of the process for a Black entrepreneur into becoming an organic household brand. So shout out to them. I think that's pretty dope. Helping out Black businesses. So if you want to know about the B Network Group, they're at thebnetworkgroup.org. That's THE, the letter B, networkgroup.org. So yeah, dope. Thank you, Niamke. Appreciate you for looking out, my guy.
I'm about to hit him up about this guy. Like,
you feel me? Hey man, if
I could use a 50 grand. Yeah.
Put your business plans together, my people, and get to submitting. Like I say, you know, that sounds pretty dope. And who can't use some startup capital? You did.
There you go.
So yeah, man, shout out Niamke. Moving on. Next one, man, this one right here touched my heart, dude. Michigan dad rushed into a burning home to save his 18-month-old twin daughters. Ray Lucas, a 23-year-old father from East Point, Michigan, is being hailed a hero after he ran into a burning house to rescue his twin babies.
Damn right.
Lucas and his girlfriend, Sheann Brown, had just returned home from a nearby store to buy milk when they were shocked to see that their home was on fire. His mother, who had been watching the 18-month-old babies, was in shock and was panicking outside the door. But the babies, Malaysia and Milan, were still inside the burning building. I was speechless. Action took over me and I ran in the house to get my babies, Luke told CNN. I'm looking at it as a father. I did anything that any other father would do or should do. Even though Lucas said he couldn't see anything aside from flame and smoke inside the house, he managed to get to his daughters by going through the same route to the basement where they were, when he was then able to carry them outside to safety. Lucas also saved his niece as he caught her in his hands when she had to jump through the second-story window of the burning building. Jesus Christ.
Like Superman on that damn.
Yeah, man.
This case, damn.
Him and his daughters had to spend 5 days in the ICU after suffering severe burns and smoke inhalation. Lucas had second and third degree burns to his face, eyes, neck, arms, and he became blind for 3 days. Meanwhile, the GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family with their expensive medical bills and ultimately rebuild their lives since they lost their home. The fundraiser initially aimed to raise just $40,000, but so far garnered over $450,000.
All right. This is a side note, but about that story, and it's something that really hits a nerve with me. Like, in tragic cases like that, they shouldn't have no medical bills, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, because the medical bills don't go to the medical bills that's getting paid don't go to pay that staff, man. They're doing the work. So while like you dealing with one tragedy, and then you got to recover from that, deal with the financial tragedy. Come on, man. Like I don't mean to take away from the positive Black news.
No, you go ahead.
Like that medical shit, this medical industry shit, man. Like, got to get better, man. Because we got people who are being superheroes, putting their life on the line to save their family. They got to turn around and be in debt for doing a basic human thing, saving your family.
The medical industry is more industry than medical.
Big facts, bro. Big fucking facts, man. Like, it's one big racket, yo.
You gotta get this mental shit.
It's
They're
one
always
big
have
ass
mental
racket.
Man, like this shit, yo. Like,
they turn everything into a racket, yo. Like, shit that should just be like common decency as humans. Like, it should just be there. Like, let's just do that because it's the right thing to do. Nope.
But if you change it or whatever, it's going to be some Republican somewhere to say that's socialism. Now that's being a good human being.
That'd be what I'd be saying, bro. Like,
you
I'm
You
all about
petty.
people doing their thing and you know, doing what they want to do in life and making themselves feel better and you know, even gaining financially. But do it gotta always be at the expense of everybody else? Like, can't it be like a way where you can get yours and other people still
Nah, in capitalism.
feel like, you know, get the basic human needs? Like, Jesus.
Not in the capitalist society. Not here. Everything, everything's a business and everything's a competition.
No lies detected.
That's the sad thing. That's the one thing we all need. We all end up having to pay. That's why most of us have debt for medical bills. But I can personally say this: if I owe a medical bill, I guess I'll owe that motherfucker when I die too. Because guess what? If I go to a hospital and die, that's gonna be another bill for me.
That's a big
that I can't pay. And ain't that the craziest shit? You die and they give you a bill. What the fuck?
Here's your invoice for dying. Sorry you croaked. Now,
Nigga, I ain't even asked to be here.
You got a death certificate and a death invoice.
Nigga, I ain't even asked to be here. I just woke up one day and I was here.
You feel
know what I'm saying? I didn't get that choice or whatever.
That's all I'm saying. Right.
If I was at a choice of existence, I probably wouldn't pick the one where I just get I'm at risk because I got a different colored skin.
Right. Absolutely, man. No lies detected, man.
I mean, man, back to the positive black news, man.
No, man, sometimes stuff got to be said, bro. I ain't mad at you, man. You said what needed to be said, bro. Like, you know, it's three partners. If you got something to speak, you speak your speech.
Man, sacrifice whatever he needs to save his family. Now, damn, he got to turn around. And after he deal with this shit physically, healing physically, which is going to take him a while to heal physically and mentally, he got to put this financial shit on top of that shit. Who needs that, man? Not that man don't need that, man.
That's big fact.
Because I damn well know, GoFundMe or not, they ain't going to GoFundMe enough to pay for the medical bills, second and third degree burns, with the treatment he going to need and his girl's going to need. They ain't going to pay for all that shit. So he's still going to have that.
Yeah. Yeah. He dead ass right. Yeah.
Let one of these basketball players take the
fix this damn healthcare system. Like it's. I feel you. Okay, you don't want to fix the system. All right, just fix the healthcare system, man. Healthcare and education should be like basic human needs. Like, you should be able to learn. You should be able to get fixed if you hurt. You do those two things, I think we can figure the rest out as a people. But like, Jesus Christ, man. The man should be getting the keys to the city and some more shit for saving his babies, and he's out here with a GoFundMe. That's just stupid. But yeah, so shout out to Lucas Brown, man, from Michigan. Man.
Shout out, man.
That's being a real hero.
Right, that's a Superman right there, man. Like, that's Godfathers, man. Like that's a big move. And God bless them babies that you saved. Amen to them being still here. Thank you for being there and showing up when you did. But yeah, man. So on to the next story, I guess. Digital healthcare platform HuEd lands $1.6 million in funding from Serena Williams and others. This is from goodblacknews.org. The digital health startup HuEd, founded in 2018 by Kimberly Wilson with the aim of connecting patients with Black and Latinx healthcare providers, recently raised $1.6 million in cap and seed funding led by women venture capitalists. According to thegrio.com, round participants included Serena Williams, Serena Ventures, Osage Venture Partners, Northwestern Mutual, Black Founders Matter, Gingerbread Capital, and angel investor and health industry leader Halle Teco. So shout out to them for getting that funding, man. Basically, HuEd is out here making sure we get, providers and getting our people with people that look like us, because, that is a struggle, especially for Black women. So I'm not surprised that a Black woman, spearheaded this. But yeah, we definitely get treated differently at the doctor. They think we super people. So shout out to them, man. I actually like this move and kind of giving you that option. So if you're not comfortable with the options that you currently have, you can get a more tailored connection. So shout out to Hugh Ed and shout out to Kimberly Wilson. And shout out to all of the donors for looking out. So yeah. The next one, Cuomo's resignation. New York Governor Cuomo Mosey. Precipitous Mocipitous. Brother Andrew Cuomo, now that he is retiring, we are about to have New York's first Black woman acting lieutenant governor.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Black woman about to be running things. You hear me? New York Senate Majority Leader and soon to be acting Lieutenant Governor Andrea Stewart Cousins, who represents Yonkers, is shown.
Yonkers.
Yes, she is going to be the first Black woman serving as Lieutenant Governor, but it also means it will be the first time the state is led by two women. So the Senate Majority Leader, Andrea Stewart Cousins, is going to leave her post to become acting Lieutenant Governor once current Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul assumes her new leadership position in Albany, the first time the Empire State will have a woman governor. So that's from news1.com, and that's dope. So you got a woman running this state with a Black woman right behind her, and you know how things go. So you never know. But yeah, shout out to the ladies. Shout out to Andrea Stewart Cousins.
I felt
Can't be mad at that. Back Cuomo.
Felt weird about the whole Cuomo thing or whatever, because I wasn't sure. I still got to read up on it or whatever, because I don't know
what he's done.
I don't know exactly what he's done.
I know they're saying some allegations of like some sexual harassment and stuff, but
sexual harassment with women and stuff.
I'm gonna say this, man.
If he did it, I mean,
this is what I honestly feel. Most times, if you're not, Tiz take, this is how I'm gonna say it. Usually, if you're not a person who's actually harassing women and doing these things, and if you're not a dude that is a straight dick, usually these things don't get put on you. Most people that get this put on them are doing something, maybe not the actual sexual stuff, but they're doing something to the woman that makes them feel that crazy. That like, and I don't mean like crazy in love or nothing, like not those situations, but like, what did you do? Why these women don't like you like that? What happened? And I ain't saying that them doing them sexual harassment allegations, if they are false, is correct. Because that's some bullshit too. Like I think people who filed them false claims, they should be prosecuted.
Kicked in their
under the same law, like under the same type of penalty. Because you're ruining somebody's life, and it's nothing that retraction or that verdict is going to do to take that back, get that back. So I also don't think that's right. But what I am saying is, what I'm noticing is when shit start coming out, as the truth start coming out on a lot of these famous people, a lot of these politicians and entertainers and that type of thing, 9 out of 10 of them seem to have come back with something crazy that they did that sparked this, if that makes sense. Like it's always some wild ish that, okay, yeah, but this one thing wasn't true, but these 3, 4, 5, and 6 was, the hell was you doing? Why would you, like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna say this. He gone, we got women running things, and a Black woman is the Lieutenant Governor of New York for the first time in their history. So shout out to that. Back Cuomo. Yeah, moving on. I ain't gonna even dwell on him no more. Last story. D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley are nominated for the Syndicated Radio Personality of the Year. They follow in the rich tradition of radio excellence established by Urban One founder Kathy Hughes. So Urban One is beaming with pride after the 2 of the Black-owned media company's top talents have received prestigious nominations for awards recognizing their work in radio broadcasting. D.L. Hughley and Ricky Smiley have each been nominated for Network Syndicated Personality of the Year for their eponymous radio eponymous radio shows as a part of the upcoming National Association of Broadcasters 2021 Marconi Radio Awards. So shout out to them brothers, man. Two legends in the game. Two dudes that have been in this game, this radio and media game for a long time now, and both are just giants in it. And I rock with both of them. So shout out to them, man. Salute, Kings. Appreciate y'all.
Respect, black man.
Good job,
And that
Black
is
man.
this week's positive Black News.
Well, the end of that brings us to the beginning of one of my favorite segments, Faces Questions of the Week.
Hey,
Now,
hey,
the
what
questions
you
this
gonna
week
do?
ain't so random. They're more honed in. So let's just go at them. First question: who's more confident, men or women?
Now that's
I'm going to go with men. I'm going to say on a generalization basis because you have vice versa, but I would say in general, from what I see, women
On a
seem
wider
to
base.
be more self-conscious about. If it depends on what arena. Let me say that because I say like women seem to be more self-conscious about like aesthetic things. Men seem to be more self-conscious about like financial and like physical things. So it's like depends on what you're talking about, but that's tough. You go, Pat.
yeah. Because I was gonna say at surface level, I was gonna say men, because just off of the simple things that majority of the things that women buy, consume, or take a look at they're all to improve something on them. Not in the like, how to say, not to say that improving yourself is bad, but I mean, they're all like cosmetic stuff or whatever. Like we don't have a whole line of stuff to improve how we look. We got a razor, you know what I'm saying? We have a barbershop and, you know, the same generic lotion that we buy at Walmart that anybody can buy. You know what I'm saying? We're just now getting into the age where they have stuff that's like dedicated to men, like beard, cream, and stuff like that or whatever. But as far as like flat out cosmetic stuff like that or whatever, it looks surface level like men have more confidence. Level. At surface level. Now, if you really dig into it, because if you think about it, men, when we don't talk about our feelings, we don't talk about when we're going through stuff, but so much, you know what I'm saying? If we do, it's not like openly expressed as much as women do or whatever. Like if we're talk about it, we're gonna talk to like one of our closest friends or whatever before we just put out something on social media. So that's why I say a surface level, I would say men. But at times, there are times that just women, they do stuff or whatever, and the what they do and how they show up will intimidate a man, depending on that man or whatever. So, but yeah,
I would say women are more confident. I feel like in situations that involve any type of emotional stability, like where you got to be like able to express and receive emotion and process those. Like they are much more equipped to do it, and they are more apt to be able to be successful at those just naturally without no practice. Like if you take a man and a woman with no practice at it, a woman kind of just seems to have that instinct when it comes to that, whereas we kind of fumble through it, or we like that seems to be like our area of like inconsistency or nerves, if that makes sense. Like we be apprehensive, we don't really be knowing exactly how to attack it. You know what I'm saying? If it's one area where we often are lost, I would say is that. So like I think that's the main thing on that. And I think as far as like if it's like to do, I think men are more like confident there. Like I feel like if it's just like, hey, I need to do this right now and get this, and this and done without no, like boom, boom, boom. I feel like we're more confident in those areas because that's kind of the roles that we're socialized to pick up growing up. Like you're more socialized to be the general or the soldier or the guy who's getting stuff done. And all right, we just got to make it work. Come on. So, you know what I mean? Whereas the girl might have time to process what they're given, or, you know what I'm saying, they're socialized, not necessarily to be like a workhorse type of thing. You feel me? So, yeah.
Now that I think about it, I feel like everything in media right now is something to build up women's confidence. Like it seems like every message, like everything that comes out or whatever, or like just the shows that come out or whatever, like I think it's all built on building up women or whatever. So that's why I say at surface level, it seems like men have more confidence. Seems like.
Right.
I see what you
mean. I definitely see what you mean.
Seems. We don't express it enough for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I say men have more confidence based on one factor alone. An ugly man will holler at any woman. He don't care how beautiful she is. But a woman who feels like she ugly, she ain't gonna holler at that sexy man. Oh, girl, I can't do it. An ugly man, he gonna go get it. Because he knows it may be a change. It may be a slim change. I know I'm ugly, but shit, she might like ugly niggas. I mean, hey,
you stupid.
One of the million chance. I'm gonna shoot my shot. Hey, women out there, every woman has been hollered at by an ugly dude. But men, think about it. How many unattractive women have really approached you and hollered at you? Not a woman that you just like, nah, she's my type. Actually, woman who is just like, oh my God, like, look, you have to judge her like women judge men. You feel like, really look at it.
I'm hearing this, Tiz.
You feel me? Look at it. You feel like, ugly men will always go to a woman. That's confidence. You feel me? Like they know. I got it.
It don't happen often, but it happens. I've been approached by somebody that was less appeasing when they have it. But alcohol do a lot for people. I'll just keep it.
You stupid as hell for that.
Alcohol do a lot.
You
people.
Now my next question I posed to the group and all the listeners. If a person can be transgender, right? Because that's the new thing these days, acknowledging that you identify as a different gender, and people we're accepting to that. Can a person be transracial?
Quick answer.
Isn't that what Rachel Dolezal was?
Mm-hmm.
But she also got ostracized for that as well.
Only because she got outed.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the transsexual. Like they be good to somebody be like, oh no. So I feel like maybe it can be. I guess I'm gonna be. I told you, man. I'm gonna be a fern, yo. I'm gonna be trans species. I'm gonna be a fern.
I was serious. Like, what if one day somebody just, you know what? I'm not black, man. I never felt like I was black. I'm Chinese, yo. Deep in my heart, I feel like my name ain't Jawan. My name ain't Jawan, man. My name is Yao.
Jawan.
I identify with Yao Ching. Don't call me Jawan.
It's black people that do that though.
Yeah.
I've seen it on YouTube. That's a real thing already.
I've seen it in real life.
Oh my.
I've seen it in real life. Not just black people. Anybody.
Hey, bro.
In real life, everybody, when you're young and you're trying to find yourself and your identity or whatever, a lot of people, they'll try on different outfits. I'll put it that way. They'll try on different outfits and see which one gives them the most attention. Whatever gives them the most attention, that's the one they're gonna roll with or whatever. Me and Twin had went to school with somebody, and I swear every week And it was actually multiple people that did that. It seemed like every week their nationality changed. They were Puerto Rican one week. They were Samoan another week. Like, matter of fact, me and Twin have met multiple people that done that. Like the Cuban one another week. The next
Cuban
moment
B.
they put Philippines.
Yes. Cuban
Like,
B.
Cuban B.
So this is my thing on that
Yes.
question. You feel me? Like, can you go into a job interview and mark down a different race, and they accept it when they look at you and be like, "Well, you're not this. Well, that's what I identify as. That's what I see
Rachel
myself as."
Dolezal. Rachel Dolezal
I
did
mean,
it.
like,
Well,
She did it
legally,
for
they have to
WWE.
accept it.
legally, they can't really worry about whatever your race is. Like if you check whatever, that
Yes.
can't be part of your thing. Like they really can't check with you on that because legally that would be discrimination if they got a problem with it.
Put other each
So-
time.
Right.
So they took your application, right? And that's what they had first. They never saw you. And they looked at your race, and it was like they're trying to call you, and they try to look at your resume and your application and get a description of you based on your answers. And they go into the weight room and call your name, and you stand up. You feel me? Like, put yourself in that situation as the person hiring. And you coming out there, the person unmarked, Hispanic of Latin descent. You feel me? So you expecting to see someone Hispanic of Latin descent. But you see somebody stand up, 6'8", dark skin, like Manute Bowl dark skin. And yeah, you just woke up.
All right,
That's-
but
That's
but
the thing about
the
Hispanic.
way you pose the question though too. You pose the question starting with, if you can have transgenders, can you have transracials? So to answer that, then
So,
yes,
can
because
you,
like if you out there, like you think about you in that same situation, right? And you call out Michelle Rodriguez and this big 6'8" Manute Bowl looking dude stand up, like that's gonna throw you off too. But you gotta these
gotta
days, like
roll with it.
they got like you gotta just roll with it. So it's like
Exactly.
these days it done got to the point of society where like you can be anything you want to be literally, and it's really like if you question it, you become the demon.
You wrong. Exactly. You wrong.
Like you can't just be curious and not understand it, or like really like well, what's going on? That they'll call you whatever for a racial phobe or whatever they want to call it. Like at that point, like so, it's like yes, at this point, yes. I told you I'm gonna be a fern, be classified as a plant, nigga. Get my spores on. Like fern gully, nigga.
Well, those are my only questions I had that I had to pose to the group and to the audience this week, man. I just want the audience go ahead and try to answer these questions, man. Pose your answers. Give me some more feedback. That's what we
Let us know in the comments
below.
below, please, please, please. Let this conversation build.
What's y'all feeling about this transracial topic?
Hey, Faith,
and
man, you might have to
especially
bring that question to the live, yo. That's a good damn question.
Oh, I am. I
Yeah,
plan
that should
on
be the
doing
topic for the live too, bro. That's a good damn question to get the people's vibe on.
Transracial, man, and the confidence thing, because I've never, me personally, when I was single and out there dating before I got married, I was never approached by any women that were ugly. You always see men that go for an ugly woman. You should go for an ugly woman, or let me say, an unattractive woman to the masses. I'll say it like that. Excuse me for using that the word ugly. I'll say unattractive to the masses. So you'll see men that'll go up to a person that's unattractive to the masses, but you won't see that in the other way. You won't see that unattractive person that's unattractive to the masses come up to a man. You feel me? But you'll never see a man in the unattractive lane go up to any and everybody.
Right.
And still shoot that shot. Because as we all know, if you don't shoot the shot, you can't make it or miss it. You feel me? So that's why they shoot that shot. That's why they always go for it. That's why I feel minimal confident. But with that second question, transracial, that's just crazy to me. I mean, this is a new day and age, and it's all about understanding. I don't have nothing against nothing. I don't have no phobias. So before anyone says I'm any type of phobe, realize I'm big on definition, and I don't have a fear of anything. So I can't be a phobe of anything. So I always hunger for knowledge and want to understand other people's viewpoint. So if someone could better explain something to me, please, I'm always a sponge for knowledge.
I think the question was a valid one, and I think it's a good build. Like that's why I said like we need to bring that to the lab and like really get the pulse of the people and like really have that conversation because I think that's one like I never really thought about it, to be honest, like on that deep of a level. I love it.
It's two examples. It's two examples that's out in the media now. That's why I thought about it. If everybody's ever watched that show Atlanta, it was an example of transracial on that show where the black dude, fat black dude, was trying to he identified as a 45-year-old white guy from Minnesota. So,
and then you got Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks.
Exactly. Well, he's just
He's a cartoon.
Racist.
It's somebody out there that's like Uncle Ruckus.
But then you also have Dave Chappelle talking about it on Sticks and Stones to stand up. He was like, what if he woke up one day and he wanted to identify as Chinese and he walked around with squinty eyes and speaking in a messed up Chinese accent where people look at him funny? It was like, what? You can't look at me funny. This is how I feel inside. So, I mean, these days and age,
Bixby.
You feel me? These days and age, you always it's all about how people feel and instead of like what it used to be based on what it really was. So in the age of how you feel, there's a lot of opinions out there. So I want to hear them all.
Big fact. Let's get it. Let us know in the comments, please, and we're gonna bring it to y'all live. We're gonna talk about this. Good talk.
And Face lied, man. He's been around me a couple of times, and he's seen some of them unattractive women drunk as hell that wanted to talk to me. That actually talk to me. He might have egged them on to talk to me so he can laugh.
Right. Big fact.
Knowing him.
It's very possible.
Yeah, that was me.
And as far as feelings go or whatever, I was looking at the doc and I was like, you know what? Let me switch this up so I can build on to the topic or whatever. Because I feel like, because we're in an age of feelings or whatever, and I feel like it might be that time now. Right now, it might be the time. I think it is.
I like the switch. I like the switch.
We'll build up to it. So
let's get it.
Let's get it.
In the age of feelings, let me first say
Looking at the docket.
In the age of feelings. In the age of feelings, I feel like this. Fuck how you feel. It's time for the good and fuckery. All right. Good.
Let's go, baby.
Fuckery. All right. In episode 38, good and fuckery, this edition or whatever. It's actually a lot of good or whatever. And a couple of other things. But first of all, I wanted to put out there, I seen Black Widow and Suicide Squad. They were good movies. I would not bring my kid to see Suicide Squad.
Why not?
Okay.
It's just not a movie for kids. It's just not. It was never a comic book for kids. I mean, they got suicide in the name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it good though? Is it better than the original?
Yeah. It's definitely better than the original.
Okay.
I think it's better than the original because I think the main conflict or whatever is actually way more comic book related or whatever. And I was not expecting the main problem in this movie or any movie. I thought it's one of those comic book things that you were like, ain't no way nobody's gonna put this in a movie. This is too goofy to put this in a movie or whatever.
I'm all for goofy, so you got me intrigued now.
Kind of like a gun-toting space raccoon or whatever, like Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, keep in mind, James Gunn is the one that did Guardians of the Galaxy.
That explains a lot.
You would like, and then they got Idris Elba in it, pretty much. Yeah, Idris Elba is Bloodsport, and he went to jail for putting a kryptonite bullet in Superman. So
you got my attention.
All right, there you go. And Amanda Wilder, that black lady is evil. She is evil, like political evil, like evil. I don't care about collateral damage.
Same lady.
Die. Yeah.
Same person.
Yeah, same lady.
Okay.
Same lady. Evil. But yeah.
Okay.
Suicide Squad got some good fuckery in it. It has some.
I'm gonna have to go watch it, and then we might have to come talk about it.
And Black Widow, if you just look at it like an action movie,
now I've seen that.
If you just look at it like an action movie, it's pretty cool.
Right. Don't go in looking for too much history.
Too much, yeah.
It's like
you do get a little glimpse of what they might be setting up for the future, but just go at it as a regular action movie and you'll enjoy it.
Make sure you stay after for the end credits as always. Good stuff there.
Yeah. Now, Idris Elba did do a great job in Suicide Squad, and earlier he tweeted a realistic rendering picture of Knuckles' fist from Sonic the Hedgehog, and then Sonic the Hedgehog retweeted it on Twitter. What? So, the Sonic movie, Sonic Movie 2 is coming out, and I'm thinking Idris Elba is going to play the voice of Knuckles.
Hey, here we go.
Oh,
which kind of fits.
Yeah.
Red.
I can see him being an echidna.
Yeah, a red dreadlock echidna. Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm for it.
I'll buy it.
They got they had Jim Carrey as freaking Dr. Robotnik.
This is true. At this point, we can roll with it. Pretty much anything they give us.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I don't know. I feel like Sonic the Hedgehog origin story, they change it every time a game come out, and every time a cartoon come out, and every time a movie come out. There's not one straight canon storyline for Sonic the Hedgehog at all. But
he's a complicated hedgehog, and no one understands him but his hedgehog. Sonic, shut your mouth.
Even though I think he's like the only hedgehog in the freaking series.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's a couple of them on the little cartoon, but they're not prominent. It's pretty
not
much
prevalent.
Knuckles and what's the little girl?
Rose.
Yeah.
With the hammer.
Yeah.
She like Harley Quinn hedgehog or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think on the cartoon he had like an uncle or something. But yeah.
Right.
Idris Elba is going to be a red dreadlock echidna, allegedly.
Okay.
Because he tweeted.
So, I'm going to take it. Let's run with it. Yeah. Let's be controversial.
Hey, run for it. He said run with it, and it's Sonic the Hedgehog. So
run with it. Bars.
But all right, next one. Angela Bassett make history as the highest paid woman of color on television.
Yes, Lord.
Let's go, Queen Angie.
Angela Bassett is also the first person I thought of when I thought of Storm being in an action movie. Like when I was thinking about when X-Men first came out as a cartoon, I already thought, Patrick Stewart should be Professor X, period.
Right.
It's no one else. But Angela Bassett, that was like the first person I picked for like Storm. She just got that aura about her. But she's already a Marvel.
I could have seen that if
Black Panther.
If they had a quarter when she was a little bit younger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would have worked with it.
When I was a teenager and X-Men,
like when the X-Men first came out, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm with
you. And they say Viola Davis, who is also Amanda Waller on Suicide Squad, was also spotlighted as well. She was making $250K.
Let's go, Queens. Get that bread.
As an episode, and she was closing in at $450K.
Get all the money, Queens. Get all of it. All of it. Love it. Let's keep kicking it.
Next one of our queens, Rosario Dawson is playing Catwoman in this Batman podcast, pretty much. So
I can see that.
I can see it.
I'll take her.
Yep,
I wasn't a fan of the Halle Berry version, I'll be honest. I didn't mind Michelle Pfeiffer too bad. She wasn't too bad to me. But,
yeah, I don't think many people were or whatever. Yeah. You know what? The sad thing about Halle Berry is, right, that she became such a household name that it became a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? So anything now that she comes on, it looks like a cash grab from that studio or whatever.
I got what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
After that Oscar,
Like-
especially.
Like with, I think what really showed that was her as Storm in the X-Men, because Halle Berry she's not the first pick that I picked for Storm. Period.
That's real.
Like, there's no, I can't tell you off the top of my head off of other than Angela Bassett or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that versed with actors and actresses as other people are, but Halle Berry was not. Halle Berry just seems like some white exec was somewhere was like, "Hey, we need a black actor like a Halle Berry," and I was, you know what I'm saying, being that that's somebody that every white person might know,
like a Halle Berry. Let's get Halle Berry.
I feel like that's how it happened.
That's possible.
They wanted to pick a black actress, but they didn't want her to be too black. They wanted her to have crossover appeal, so that they could appeal to the wider range people
There
that
you
are
go.
going to watch the movie. So they wanted people in that had not too much conflict, because back then trying to work that skin tone into the action movies like the Marvel movies and stuff like that, DC movies was a kind of a problem. But now it's an everyday thing.
That's real.
But before we move on, just want to throw a movie out there. Y'all want to see a good movie? Go watch Gunpowder Milkshake. That's Gunpowder Milkshake on Netflix. Great movie. Great movie.
I think I've seen that.
Sounds very valid.
It sound like an anime. That's what it sound like. It got one of them anime.
Yeah.
You ever seen?
Like, definitely not something from this country.
Angela Bassett's in that movie as well. It's a great movie. It's a great action movie. Great movie. Great.
All right.
From start
Me check it out. Yes.
Gunpowder Milkshake, y'all.
The queens do their thing. And let me say, Angela Bassett got 2 hammers, and she put them 2 hammers to use. Not 2 pistols, 2 like carpentry hammers, like 2 hammers.
So she out here Briz Rothstein him up?
She what?
All right.
Boy. Boy. She did some work with them hammers.
Right.
She did some work with them 2 hammers, boy.
Respect to the queen. I'm saying.
Gunpowder Milk.
I like
the movie out.
And she got no powerful arms, so I know there's some torque coming with that. She gonna split a coconut or 2.
Man, Angela Bassett looked like she could knock out a couple of people. You know, seen them arms. Yeah. Right. She got guns.
The biceps and the forearms, man. That hook game is gonna be mean.
Mean shoulder. Mean shoulders.
You stupid as hell for that. Mean shoulders.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing about knees this time, so hey.
Not yet. Until now. But anyway. All
right. So good news, y'all, especially in the music industry. Good news. Talib Kweli confirmed that he just got off. He just got off, because this is definitely not. I'm not right beside Talib Kweli, of course, but he was talking to DJ Basio from De La Soul, and they got their masters. They got all their rights to the masters, and they've been fighting for this since the 90s. This has been like 30 years, damn near.
Big fact.
Or whatever. And they finally got it back. And I knew it was real when I saw this scene from Teen Titans Go, when it was them and De La Soul, and they fought this monster for their music. Like, they literally showed, like, it seemed like it happened at the same time. Like, I feel like De La Soul knew that was going to happen, and they just dropped the cartoon along with it. But it was crazy. I was like, oh shoot, Talib Kweli said they got their masters back. Then I scrolled up. Oh shoot, it's De La Soul and Robin, Cyborg. That's how they got their music back. All right.
Who knew?
News at 11. Once you fight for your music on a cartoon, man, you might just get your music back.
I guess so. Get y'all a cartoon, y'all.
Or keep trashing your label until they got no choice or whatever.
Or that.
People with Noriega, De La Soul, I mean, a couple other rappers and artists, they all said Tommy Boy was trash anyway. So, yeah. More music news. The late great rapper Shock G is to be honored by the city of Oakland.
Right on. Right on.
Pretty
respect to the whole underground and respect to Shock G and his family, man. Absolutely, man. Rest in paradise, King. Shock G, the one that put the sadness.
Put the sadness in your panties. Never know what that can jam.
What's up, love? How you doing? Well, I've been hanging, trying to do.
Trying to do a thing up. Yeah, whatever thing is.
Your homegirl you went to school with, that cool, but did she tell you about the sister and the cousin?
Cousin though I wasn't.
Now weekends, no, I don't drink Michelob.
Michelob.
If when I did drink beer, I ain't messing with Michelob. Give me a Stella Artois or a Heineken or something.
Michelob.
And then you on going around putting satin in people in women's panties or whatever. I'm still trying to figure out how he did that. Whatever. Did he have a meal or like
I guess he was a tailor, man. He knew what he was doing.
Shock G has many of talents. May he rest in peace.
It's the same dude that said he once made love in a Burger King bathroom, man. So he was getting it how he lived.
Yeah, I did that before.
Yeah, I ain't never hit a Burger King. White Castle though.
It was on purpose though. Just so I can say I did that.
Come on, girl. Let me live out this dream real quick.
Shock G is inspiring us all to live our best life out here in these streets.
Indeed.
In these Burger King streets.
Shock G, inspirational. Salute.
I'll tell that story one day, but it was between McDonald's and Burger King, and I was like, you know what, McDonald's wasn't in the song. Burger King was. Burger King it is.
I wouldn't, and I think I would probably pick Burger King over McDonald's anyway, because I never been to a bathroom at McDonald's that felt healthy. But yeah. All right. Back to the good and fuckery.
Back to life. Back to reality.
As soon as you wake up in the morning, that's what it is. Back to life. All right. So Method Man is launching a comic series in his first ever NFT, and it's called Tikal World.
Okay.
Method Man, he's always been in the comic books. That's probably the reason why he chose Method Man as his name or whatever. He got an actual Marvel podcast already that like runs weekly or whatever. So he's getting in an NFT game by with his love of comic books. And they got they ain't really put too much about when they're gonna drop, but they say the first installment of the Rapper's Analogy series is part 1, the origin, and it features original characters, animation, artwork, apparel, and unreleased music available. So it just seems like another full package deal from Method Man.
Salute. I love Meth, so I'm all about it.
Method Man, if you look up MC, if you, I think he's everybody's favorite between him and Ghostface, pretty much.
Yeah. Or Ray.
But but Method Man is like my favorite rapper. If you look up, like, he was the reason why I wanted to rap, like, pretty much. Like when you first,
I never knew that about you, Pat. Okay.
Like he's always been my favorite rapper. Like if you look up MC in the dictionary, there's certain rappers that should be up there. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z should be up there. And I think Method Man and Redman is like the perfect, description of what a straight up MC would be, pretty much. And on with that, another person I would put up there, because of past events last week, Jadakiss. So I'm gonna end the good and fuckery with this. They did so good last week, because we're gonna talk about it. They did so good last week that the city of Yonkers gave them the key to the city.
Thank you for whooping their ass.
Now it's not.
Well.
It's not just that,
they do a lot of work.
They got a juice bar. Right. They making parks. Right. Like they the Locks is like the definition of what a rapper should do for their city. Like they stayed in the city or whatever. They provided for their town.
Locks,
like
they absolutely deserve all of their flowers.
Yeah, like
Ooh,
for
boy.
one, I think we gotta take back. We gotta take back what we said, man. We thought Dipset was gonna win, and for good reason.
They got the cat. Like, this is my thing. You know they could have won, because if you think about it, all right, the two biggest moments of the night was Dipset anthem and Benjamin's, and Dipset anthem was rocking harder than Benjamin's. So if they had us, it was their DJ, yo. The DJ ruined their set list. They weren't prepared, and that's pretty much all it was. Locks came to give a concert. Dipset came to just chill, and you could tell the difference.
The Locks came to kill. Like, they came to kill. You could tell. I think it's a lot of factors into it. Before we get into it, I want to say that this was a hip hop event. This is one of those events that when you look at hip hop documentaries or whatever, and they got all those people from the past or whatever, they say, yeah, it was done in the park in Sedgwick Boulevard and stuff like this. This what happened. Blah, blah, blah. 10, 20 years from now, somebody is going to do a documentary about hip hop, and guess who they're going to have? They probably going to have Fat Joe or somebody that was in the crowd.
Yes.
Probably telling you everything about what's going on. And I listened to Fat Joe's coverage of that night.
That shit was funny, nigga.
And he was.
I don't know if Fat Joe got like a show coming out, but if he don't, he needs.
No, he everybody got a podcast now.
He's freaking hilarious.
Everybody got a podcast now, so he got one too.
So shout out to Fat Joe, man. Go subscribe to his shit. He funny.
But this is when I knew, like, it was key points in the night that made me feel like this is hip hop history. First of all, this officially is like one of my my favorite verses. Mind you, Method Man is my favorite rapper, and he had a verses with Method Man against Redman, but I really didn't feel like they were going against each other. I feel like that was just a concert with Method Man and Redman. But this verses right here, I've been watching this all last week, back to back, like, just cause it's like watching that favorite prize fight that you always wanted. First of all, it's in Madison Square Gardens.
Yeah.
Big shit happens in Madison Square Gardens. All the big fights happen in Square Gardens, pretty much. Secondly, they had Michael Buffer.
Yeah, he forgot to say Cameron name, though. He forgot to say Cam name. That's what happened at first.
Yeah. But I think it's another thing too, whatever, because Fat Joe was saying that Cameron wasn't even really feeling it at like the last minute or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they took. I think it just like it took forever for them to come out. So that's one thing that added on to it. But when you first get into it, you can ignore that. I was like, all right, they finally out.
Yeah.
They talking junk, talking greasy to
Jadakiss
each other. Like, I expect that. What did you say, this?
Nigga, what did you say?
Oh,
nigga, you was robotic as hell. Like, I don't know what the hell you just said to me, but all right.
oh, shoot. Like, it sounded robotic? I don't know. Maybe it's this. Let me try something. Put this in. See if this works. All right, how do I sound now?
Normal.
Okay. But, all right. But I was saying, in Madison Square Gardens, they got Michael Buffer or whatever. So that's going to lead up to it being a big night in general.
Right.
And then, back and forth, Cam is like, they're in Manhattan. So like, no, we're home, nigga. We're home.
Right.
You go first. So the Lock said, fuck it, and go first. And they set
the tone. Woo, they set the tone.
And I think that's the track that they usually start off with anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's the thing. Their DJ was so on point. Like the DJ knew all the cues. He knew all the signals. He knew all the catchphrases that he needed to go to send them to the
Like,
next
oh,
level.
you going this way? I got it. Oh, you going this
you know
way?
what I'm
Okay, I
saying?
got it. Yeah, he was in sync. That was the key.
Mm-hmm. Like he was, how you say, not maneuverable, but what's the other word for it?
Flexible.
Flexible. I know it's another word. I think it starts with a V or something like that. But yeah, he's more flexible than the Dipset DJ. I feel like the Dipset DJ, he already had his list of what he was going to do. And it wasn't
like, I'm
interchangeable.
gonna play these songs in this order, and this what y'all gonna do. Yeah.
Yep. But it was just, now mind you, the main people promoting this has been Styles and Jim Jones the whole time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I thought they were going to talk the most trash or whatever. But man, Jadakiss had control the whole night.
Jada 3-0. Jada is the king of shit talking right now.
Jada.
That nigga was going in.
Jada, if y'all don't know about Jada's legend by now, he made it known.
He said he told y'all top 5 dead or alive, didn't it?
And he meant it. And now that he says it or whatever, like, first of all, when he first said it, it made sense then. Not every rapper can say things like that or whatever. And
you got to actually think about it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times rappers is just saying that because, hey, they feel like they the best or whatever.
Right,
but he got documented proof or whatever. And today, he reminded y'all or whatever. He checked.
He said he got time today. He looked at his wrist. He got time today.
Check all the boxes.
All boxes.
All boxes checked. We don't even know all the boxes yet. We don't even know all the boxes yet, but we know that man checked them.
I know one box he checked, the casket, and he threw them niggas in it. And I love Dipset. We were literally Dipset fanatics for a minute. Like, that was the
We said they were gonna win.
Boy.
And we weren't the only one. A lot of people
go
did.
That way though. It did
a lot of people
go
did.
that way. In the
but
words
the
of Marlo from The Wire, you want it to be one way, but it ain't that way. It's the other way.
In the back of my head, though, I would say it is the Locks, though. It's the Locks. They got it. They are strong.
That was a good matchup.
The difference came in the performance. The whole difference was the performance. Exactly. We all know Dipset got the catalog. As she said, Dipset got the catalog. But it came down to the performance and the stage presence that the Locks had. Somebody said it before, I forgot who said it. But the difference between the Locks and Dipset is the Locks is a group. Dipset is a crew of individuals. You feel me?
Oh, that was on. I think that was on Mav Hoffa jump. The dude Arsonist.
So, a crew has a crew. They got chemistry, but they don't have that same chemistry as a group. Because a group needs to come together and mesh. A crew needs to come together and do a few things here and there, but they are individuals on their own. At the end of the day, the Locks. The Locks, you feel me? Like,
they be hanging out with each other's family. They be going to each other's house all the time. Cookouts and shit.
Individual member albums.
They like piggyback off of what Faye said. I was gonna bring that up too. Like they're like family the way the Locks carried themselves or whatever. Like Dipset, you could tell they just got cool. You know, they've had their riffs over the years or whatever, and it seemed like they just got cool with each other, and it showed that night.
Yes.
You know, and it really showed that night. Like the Locks, they knew their verses, they knew each other's verses. Shoot, they knew Dipset's verses. They knew
was
Dipset's
vibing off
verses
each
more
other
than
when
them.
one was talking shit, the other one knew exactly what type of like action to do in the background to make that shit hit harder. Like they was just in sync. Like they was in tune with each other. Like
they knew their lyrics. They had one lyric where
they was in the zone, bro.
I forgot who said it. Well, I think it was Jadakiss somewhere. I know dudes that went to jail to get their teeth fixed, and they all pointed at Jules. They were bullying him the whole night, man. Bullying him the whole night. Bullying him. But Jules I feel like Jules was setting his own self up the whole night, for real. Like
what the fuck did he have on?
Yeah, dropped the ball. I don't know what he was. He looked like the homeless dude Real. I feel then when he finally took it off, I was like, "Dog, you should did that in the beginning. Pretty much. You should have took that off."
He came out there looking like a straight clown.
Like he looked like he just got out of jail. I know he just got out of jail, but he looked like he was put into jail 2003 and just came out.
Indeed.
Leave him alone. He was so happy to be on it. He was so happy. He was over.
He was happy before they played that Dipset anthem. That nigga, he was like, "Yes, I'm back, y'all."
What songs we doing? What songs we doing? All right, bet. I'm gonna put on all this shit from all the videos.
Y'all ever notice that every time it was his verse though, it was always like the record was saying one thing and he was saying something completely different.
Yeah, that's
like nigga. What verse are you on?
After fuck you, after Locks play
verse are you on?
They played We Ready, We Ready, We Ready, and they would scream out We Are Ready. Well, Jules wasn't ready, or either it was too ready, because he was like 4 bars ahead of the verse.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. I wasn't the only one.
And then it messed them all up because he could have kept just saying the whole verse. Like I was thinking myself, if I messed up like that, I would just kept saying the verse or whatever. But that show improved how much it's better to just know your verses or whatever and practice them Jones and have performance track. Don't have the real track.
Right.
The other thing, Jadakiss said the fight was fixed. It was. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it was fixed. First of all, Dipset music was made in the mixtape era. In the mixtape era, they didn't really care so much about mixing and mastering. So a lot of those tracks are rough or whatever. If you before like Tidal and Spotify, even on Tidal and Spotify and on John. So if you were to pick up some of them songs, they ain't gonna sound as crisp as maybe today's sounds. So you know what I'm saying? So like and a lot of them they were just pushing them out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those. That is different than the Locks. The Locks, everything they've recorded, even their mixtape stuff, is pristine and pressed to be on the radio because they were under Bad Boy. Then they were under Rough Riders. They always had like a backing. Now you can say that about Dipset, but they started off in the era, the era where everything was mixed and mastered.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So Jadakiss can come out and just say a freestyle from 2002 or whatever, and it sounds clear. And really, that's not even part of it because all Tech did was play the instrumental. He just remembered his freestyle, and he knew that the lines in that freestyle would kill. I don't care who shot you, because they didn't kill you. You say that the right way.
Yeah.
Over who shot you.
Yeah.
In New York. That, you know what I'm saying? The first 4 lines. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real.
Like he had the perfect timing.
He
like that's what
that shit too, yo. He bodied that shit, boy.
He bodied it. And
he put his body bag in a body bag. You heard me?
He slipped up for a second, but you didn't care because he caught it right then and there. And you also didn't care because these niggas is playing the words. So you don't care about the dude slipping up second if he's killing the rest of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I still say somebody need to make a GIF of this, like the moving memes or whatever of that. When he ended the song and he said the 40 is jet black and he slammed the mic on the ground. He didn't drop the mic. He slammed that jump on the ground.
Like fuck this piece of machinery.
That was it. Right then and there. They won.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah. That was it. As soon as he
pulled his Randy Watson moves.
That was it.
What?
They was not winning after that, no matter what they do. And Cam came back in with the right song after that, like the Get 'Em Girl, whatever. The way it came up, I felt like, that was kind of perfect for it. And I feel like after,
not enough.
It wasn't enough, as Jada said. And I feel like Jada him saying that freestyle, it amped up the energy. Because if you notice after that, even on Dipset side, they straightened up. They got, you know what I'm saying, Cam came out or whatever. You know, Jada said he was going to sit on that beach chair for a minute or whatever, but Cam came out. They amped the energy up and it made it a better show, pretty much.
That's real.
Much. But if you were MC, if you like really for this rap stuff and you really, that is your crowning achievement to be like an MC, this is the type of shit you love. Like this is everybody wants a Jadakiss moment. Anybody, I don't care if they say I'm not a rapper or whatever, or I'm a hustler, I'm not a rapper. They say all the little tropes that sound cool or whatever. They want a Jadakiss moment because they still
indeed.
They still rapping.
That's big facts.
And not only that, they feel the only reason why they rapping is they feel like every time they do something, it should be a Jadakiss moment. But
that's real.
Or whatever. But
that's big facts, bro. I can't argue with you there. You're right.
Like I said, this is gonna be one of the moments where like they gonna make a documentary about this.
I remember where I was when it all happened.
I just finished recording the podcast.
Indeed. And I witnessed a body. A body bag.
A body bag. Like you gotta know your enemy or whatever.
Big facts.
And anytime you're being too cool when you're a rapper, you're gonna look trash. Indeed. Anytime a rapper tries to be too cool, you're gonna look trash. Now mind you, I'm not dissing Cam. Cam is one of my favorite rappers of all time, or whatever. Even I feel like when he do the oopiter dooper or whatever, he's still lyrical when he's doing it. It just sounds.
I get computers putin'.
That was funny because Jada just came in. Oh, you Putin.
And by the way, man, fuck you, Putin. Hey, man, anytime you want to see them hands, Putin. Putin. I told you what my son did.
Cam was ahead of his time. He said he got computers Putin. And I'm joking. I don't know if that was it. I know that ain't what it was, but look, man, y'all can't be too cool as a rapper and you're at a battle with killers. Because these are killers.
It's time to get into full MC mode and go at these niggas, not try to be swagged out. This ain't the swaggy type of vibe.
No. Cam, we didn't need cool Cam.
That's one of the reasons why Dipset Anthem hit so hard, because they started getting in the niggas' faces a little more like they was getting to like, all right. Yeah. Like that's the bag y'all should have been in from jump.
No, when Jules said, one more time for these three stupid niggas for coming out. Yeah, I was like, all right, Jules, you still lost, but that shit was funny.
Right.
That shit was funny. But man, Jules, man, he just shouldn't have dropped the ball in the beginning or whatever. Like on top of them looking like they came out late or whatever, and they won't taking stuff serious, and then you stumble the ball with the lyrics or whatever.
Man,
like,
bro.
After that,
the performance, like Faye said, that killed everything.
Oh, and put Freaky Zeke on a leash somewhere. Like he hopping around.
Man, you can't have that man coming out there like one of them American bullies. Shout out Lucas Oliver.
Man,
put
him like he hopping around all over the place on songs you shouldn't be hopping around on.
I mean that's him, man. That's always
that has been him since he came out.
Yeah,
Freaky.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but yeah, man, not against killers. Yeah. You don't bring your hype man around killers. Well, Sheik, even like Sheik come out looking like a bodyguard anytime I seen him. Pretty much.
Yep, eat a muscle.
I didn't know Sheik was that tall until that one time I saw him and Sheik and Styles in person at like one of the local clubs. I was like, I didn't know this nigga was this tall. This nigga's like 6'7". I'm on my tippy toes. I'm on my tippy toes and I'm still looking up to him, man. And peace up to Styles because he did pass me a blunt that in the VIP. I thought that was one of my crowning achievements in my life.
Well, all right. That was random.
Oh, I know, but it's a Locks moment. Everybody got their Locks moments.
That's wild.
You know, whatever. So I want to say my Locks moment. But
Amen.
yeah, man. Yeah, Freak Zeke was acting the goddamn fool, man. But
Acting the goddamn fool.
but one good thing, well, they all are going on tour with State Property and everything.
Yes.
And
yes, that's a dope tour.
I still like the camaraderie at the end of the day, because
yeah, I like the fact they've been putting out videos together since then and all, like just to, like show like this is how you do it. We battle each other, we was going hard, but like it's all love. Even you know Cam kicked Styles, they did a video together talking about it. Like I like the energy, man. It's real good energy.
And then Andy said Styles was saying I think it was either Sheik or Styles. They said Cam business was on point. He was like, the Locks need this amount of money. Like he was actually, him and Jim was putting they foot in when it come to the business part of it. So
right on.
Like I like that they showing, like, because you know New York got a history of just everybody beefing with each other, and that was pretty much the downfall of like New York in general. Just
yes,
or whatever. Like it's a debate like between 50 and Ebro. And 50, I think 50 say Ebro is the reason why New York rap ain't prevailing in New York, at least. And then I think Ebro is saying, well, you got everybody beefing with each other. And I feel like it's both y'all, pretty much.
Right.
Both of y'all. Like New York rap don't sound like New York rap to me. It sounds like drill. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Pop Smoke sounds like drill to me, which it really is, or whatever. Like even ASAP Rocky or whatever and ASAP Ferg and the ASAP crew, they don't sound like, you had to tell me they were from New York or whatever when I first listened to their music or whatever, because a lot of that stuff they were doing chopped and screwed Houston stuff pretty much. So like a lot of it now is not as prevalent or whatever as, I mean, and a lot of stuff might be dated according to style in general.
That's real.
But at the same time, it's still like West Coast is still making music, and they sound like West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's true.
Down South is always going to sound down South, but the problem is everybody sounds down South. That's the only thing about it. Everything sounds like it's down South or whatever. And I feel like this is a good step for like New York to have their presence again or whatever, because they created
they
all
definitely shining right now. I hope they capitalize on it and actually do something with it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Me too.
For sure.
Whatever. But yeah, that was
the good
the Dipset, man.
and the fuckery and the locks and the fuckery. That was Dipset. God bless them.
I'm still banging Dipset music.
All day, every
but
day.
Yeah, we still banging the Locks too. And matter of fact, they said Jadakiss streams went up 200% as they should.
I'm not surprised.
They should. When we
After
get
a performance like that, you deserve all the flowers you get, man. For sure.
Exactly.
Salute the Locks. But yeah, man, talking about flowers, man, let's get into some black business. This week's black business is coming to us from a buddy, you know, one of our partners. Your boy Flea, one of our favorite guys, Jules, who just got married. Shout out to Jules. And
shout out to
lovely
Jules.
Wife Karen.
And Miss Jules.
Indeed. Your favorite jerk is the name of the business. If you're in the DMV area and you're into Jamaican food and jerk chicken, plantains, you know, the rice and beans, you know, hit them up on Instagram at your favorite jerk, YA favorite jerk, all one word, no underscores, no nothing, no capitals. Your favorite jerk. And yeah, just DM. He'll take your orders. I think he does it he take orders like during the week, and then Friday and Saturday you just come scoop up your orders. You can get the big platters, or you can just get an individual serving for yourself. But slamming food, and I can definitely verify the boy can throw down with the skills with the jerk. So yeah, man. Shout out to him. Salute to my boy Jules.
Salute.
Little bro, welcome to the Ring Club. You know, it's
Hooligan.
about that time, boy. But yeah, man, support black business, y'all. Support black business. Anybody else got a black business before I go on?
Not over here.
Trill. So
Nice.
continue to support everybody. We've been saying, you know, definitely Lucas Oliver, Baby Boys Bulls. If you're interested in breeding, or if you're looking to buy a bullet, he the man with the plan all day long, and his name ain't Lieutenant Dan, so he can stand. Now, holla at your boy and get with Baby Boys Bulls and holla at Lucas Oliver for the dogs. If you're down with you know, getting that health on, always mess with Marley's Moss, you know, get the sea moss gel, get the sea moss gummies, get the sea moss whatever. He got you. And he got a couple other products to go along with that. So hit him up. That's Marley's Moss on IG as well. You can hit him up. Marley's Moss, good shit. Get to him. You see it. We support. And then also support the partners, man.
Yeah.
The easiest way you can support, man. You've already done that because you're listening or you're watching. And we appreciate that. And that's the easiest thing you can do, support. One more thing you can do, though, is go ahead and wipe your feet. Like this. Share this. You know, put us in the algorithm, right? Run the likes up. Hit the subscribe with the bell, man. Make sure you hit that little bell. It'll help you stay notified so you do catch our content if we did something that resonated with you. And it also helps us out a ton so that more people can get in touch with our content and we can connect with more people and continue to grow this community of people that's just having these conversations weekly. And then please, it's one of the main reasons why we do this. Please give us your comments. Chime in on the conversation. Give us your takes on these topics. We want to have a conversation with you too. Join the Pod Squad. And yeah, man, that's how you can support, you know, without spending any money. It's free. Now, if you do want to support in a financial way, it's a few ways you can do that. For one, you can always, you know, send a Cash App through $ Partner Tiers 1 on Cash App. 2, you can also donate for as little as $1 to the cause on buymeacoffee.com. Just type in the partners in the search. We'll pop up. Go right to our page. You can also become a member on buymeacoffee.com for as little as $5. And for that membership, you get behind the scenes episodes. You get exclusive behind the scenes access to us via our Discord server where you can reach out and talk to us about pretty much anything under the sun offline outside of, you know, our YouTube community. You can also, you will propose show topics. You will give us the topics that we talk about. So you'll have exclusive access to making sure that every week, a topic that we talk about comes directly from y'all. And then we'll also be doing like members only events where we'll, you know, hang out behind the scenes, you know, do fight parties, do video watches, you know what I'm saying, watch movies, you know, that type of thing. Yeah, you know, play online games, that type of thing. So yeah, join up on there. You can also get those same perks if you join the Patreon. That's patreon.com/thepartners. But yeah, another tangible way, if you got money and you want something in your hands, though, you want to say like, I'm representing the partners and this is how I'm doing it. I'm representing the Pod Squad. You know I'm down with the Pod Squad when I'm out and about. Face, tell them how they can get the merch.
Man, I keep telling y'all, and I keep telling y'all, and I'm going to keep telling y'all. You can go to teespring.com/stores/partners-closet. That's the number 1. But that address is going to change soon, and the new address is currently under construction. So, for a short time, or as they say, for a limited time only, you can still go to teespring.com/stores/partners. That's PODNAS-closet. I'm not going to spell that for y'all. Dash the number 1.
Indeed, man.
Check us out, man.
Please check us out, man. I'm telling you, man. Face be diligently like just on his off time. Every time he got that free second, like he's shooting a new design in of something. He got a new product out that he running. You can literally give out anything to represent the Pod Squad. You can get a phone case, you can get a mug, you can get a bag, you can get a tote bag, you can get actual clothing, you can get sweatsuits, you can get socks. I mean, like, you can do everything. So when I'm
You can get a
telling you,
mask.
the designs
I'm
are
gonna do that.
extensive. We even got, you know, certain partner exclusive merch where, you know, it's ID to one of us, that type of thing. So go check out the line. You know what I'm saying? Pick up something if you like it. And you know what I mean? Support your boys, man. Black business, black business, black business. And if you want to get in touch with us, you ain't down with the membership, so you ain't get the Discord access, but you do still want to get in touch with us offline, or you got business matters and you want to DM us and talk down. Pat, how do they get in touch with us, man?
You better call Tyro. I'm joking. At THEPODNAS. That's the Twitter, that's the TikTok, that's the Instagram.
Yeah, I don't hang with Tyrone.
That's the Twitter. THEPODNAS with the @ in front of it. And if you search on Facebook, THEPODNAS, you'll see both our Facebook pages up there. The partners and To the Space Pat are the partners.
Big facts. Big facts. And as always, man, we love y'all. We thank y'all for taking the time to listen, to watch, to interact with our content, to comment, to have the conversations with us, to show up to the lives and the chats, man. Like, we appreciate y'all. Like, you don't know, man. Like, this is tough for us, especially just not being in the media game, not doing this when we were younger, where we were like, you know, out here running wild. We were single. We didn't have family obligations. We didn't have real jobs and careers that were like, you know what I mean, real things that we got to handle outside of this. So the fact that y'all stick with us through thick and thin, man, like means the world to us. So we appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And as always, I am 1/3 of the partners. Just 1/3 of it. Your boy Tiz. And I'm along with
the other third of the partners, the Padawan here. I'm gonna roll up when I get after this. I need to smoke. Along with dramatic pause.
Hey, good say.
Robble.
You know, and we out of here.
Random
Love y'all.
ad lib. Place random ad lib here.